Hey guys, it's Jess and I'm coming back to you today with another Project Life Process video. And this time I am going to do an entire spread devoted towards the day that I went to the National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C. If you know anything about this museum, it is next to impossible to get tickets to this museum and to actually be able to go because it's so popular, it's so crowded, it's in high demand. Everybody wants to go to this museum, so they only reserve like a limited number of tickets per day for people to be able to get inside this museum. And I have been trying to get tickets for at least 6 months, y'all. I've been trying to get tickets to this museum and couldn't get tickets, but I finally got some tickets and I took the day off from work, just a random Thursday I took off, and I finally got in. So right now I am doing my title card and I put the acronym of National Museum of African American History and Culture as the title. And then I took a picture of the outside of the museum, which I put in the top left-hand corner. And then these stickers are actually from the museum gift shop. So it's basically the logo of the museum, and then it has the entire museum name spelled out underneath. So that's why I didn't add the entire name to my card. I just used the sticker. I'm also going in and accenting this with some copper washi. This entire spread is going to be accented with copper washi. My pictures, for the most part, have like a sepia tone to them. So I thought the copper washi would go really well with my sepia toned pictures. The next card that I'm doing are just two pictures that I took of quotes, and I'm actually just using these as filler cards. Just pretty much just filler cards. I'm going to add this Heidi Swap bow that I got from some kit at Michael's a while back, and then I'm just going to add some more copper washi. I will add that all of my cards, they are not Project Life Core Kit cards. They are from a Mambi sticker book. I think some kind of rose gold. I mean, not sticker book, but paper pad. They're from some Mambi rose gold paper pad that I got from Michael's a long time ago. So this next card is a picture of a statue of Benjamin Banneker. And Benjamin Banneker was an overall just amazing black man from the 1700s, late 1700s, early 1800s. He conferred with Thomas Jefferson. He made clocks. He surveyed what we now know as Washington, D.C. He made almanacs. He was an astronomer, and he was self-taught. And yeah, I mean, just an overall great man. So I decided to take a picture of the statue that they had devoted towards him. They actually have a letter. I think they have a letter from Thomas Jefferson to Benjamin Banneker, if I'm not mistaken, actually in the museum as a museum artifact. So that was pretty cool. I'm also just going to add a label and write in that this is Benjamin Banneker, so just in case I forget when I look back on this spread. So this next card is actually pretty cool. I wanted to add this to my spread because this was a section of the exhibit that talked about integration in schools. And this particular picture that I took talked about Dorothy Counts, and Dorothy Counts actually integrated the Charlotte school system in North Carolina. And she actually integrated the school that I went to, that I graduated from, my high school that I graduated from. And I actually had no idea that that was even a thing. Like, I didn't know anything about that. So it was very cool to just walk past this exhibit and say, hey, wait, what does this say about Charlotte? And what does this say about my high school? And to know that, you know, like, this is a part of history. Like, this is a part of this museum. I was really excited to hear that and learn about that. So this next card talks about the 1968 Olympics, and it's a statue of Tommy Smith and John Carlos during the 1968 Olympics. They both raised their fists for the Black Power movement, and yeah, they did it during the Olympics in Mexico City, and they had in the museum they had a statue devoted towards that event in that particular picture. So I thought that was really cool. So I made sure to add that to my spread as well. I'm gonna add this clear sticker that says winning, #winning, and then I put a sticker at the bottom that says hustle. This next card I'm just using as a filler card. It's basically just kind of a mosaic and a collage of like all these different African American figures, and yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. This next card is one of my favorite spots in the museum. It's actually called the Contemplative Court, and it's basically a waterfall that you can just go and reflect on African American history. And you know, there's nothing in there except like a couple of quotes from like Martin Luther King and a few other African Americans, but yeah, I thought it was really cool. It's a nice place to just sit back and pause and reflect. This is another filler card. This is a quote that I got from a Zora Neale Hurston sticker book, and it says, "No matter how far a person can go, the horizon is still way beyond you." And yeah, I actually got that sticker from a sticker book that was in the museum too. So yeah. This next card, I felt like I should have done this in order, but I actually forgot about this until the very end. But this is a screenshot of my ticket stub that I had when I went to the museum, so I wanted to make sure to add that. And then I have a picture of some cherry blossoms. That picture was left over from my spread that I did for my March 2017 spread, so it was just left over, so I thought that would be a cool background to add to my ticket stub picture. So my final card that I'm going to do is just a journaling card. I wanted to make sure that I journaled about this experience because it is such a great museum, you guys. It's so big. I think it's like, in all, it's like 5 stories, including a basement level. There's so many artifacts and exhibits to go see in that museum. I definitely recommend everybody to go. Like, black, white, everybody. Just please take a trip to that museum when you can. But this is how the entire spread came out. Let me know what you guys think and if you guys have been to the African American Museum. So yeah. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.